What's going on, everybody? Back again with another reaction video. I hope you all are doing well today. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on, and let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about the new camera, the new quality. It was only best to upgrade for my supporters, man, because y'all deserve the best. Today we got 10 reasons why Queen Elizabeth is a badass. And I don't even curse. This is just the title. Let's get right into the video.
Why doesn't the Queen need a passport or driver's license? Can she really shoot a gun in real life? And does Her Majesty really drink up to 4 cocktails every day? Hi, I'm Joy, and in the name of the Queen, let's start. Number 10. I'm still alive. Queen Elizabeth II is 94 now, and there's no doubt that she's the longest reigning monarch in the world.
Looks good.
We have a theory about what's helped her stay healthy and clear-headed all this time. It's her self-irony. A couple of years ago, when Northern Ireland's Deputy First Minister Martin McGuinness asked the Queen if she was well, Her Majesty didn't hesitate to answer.
Thank you very much. I'm still alive.
Because when you're over 90 years old, you learn to appreciate the basic things.
Here in the US, ask a 94-year-old. They're going to give you a rundown. They're going to give you a rundown. My neck, my back, my neck in my back, my shoulders, my elbows, my knees. They're going to go crazy. And just give you a list of all the negative things going on in their life. Forget the question you even asked them. They're going to start ranting about their life and their issues now. They're not even going to ask you how you're doing, matter of fact. And it's not all the elders, but it's majority of the people. And that's all age groups out here. The negativity is crazy. The vibration is low. Let me go to the UK and ask a 94-year-old, how you doing today, my friend? He's going to say, mate, I'm just happy to be alive. I know that's right. We just trying to live, man.
Another example of Her Majesty showing irony about her age happened in Malta. During the Commonwealth Summit, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau delivered the toast to the Queen, honouring her more than 60 years on the throne. And Her Majesty's answer was simply amazing.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister of Canada, for making me feel so old.
But the truth is that the Queen is not just fine in her advanced years, she's still really active. And she does things other people her age might not still be able to do. Like, number 9, drive her car and ride a horse.
What?
At the age of 93, the Queen was spotted driving her Range Rover at the Royal Windsor Horse Show. Unfortunately, we don't have a video of her latest drive, but this photo looks very convincing.
Hold on real quick. Queen Elizabeth, you ain't got no license. What you doing behind the wheel? I know you Majesty, but what you doing behind the wheel? And she's 94 still whipping it. Here in the US, people usually stop driving around the 80s, let alone the 90s. 90s? Forget about it. The mid 70s, late 70s is probably like the estimate when people stop driving. So she's 94, still whipping it. Is that Range Rover a stick shift or is it automatic? It don't matter regardless because she's still whipping it. But please let me know in the comments down below. But back to the license. What you doing behind that wheel without no license? Where did you learn to drive at? Where did she learn to drive at?
Or this one, when she drove with her corgis recently. Pretty cool, huh? The story about how exactly she learned to drive a car is pretty impressive. And we'll get back to it soon, so stay tuned, folks.
I'm glad she said that,
The fun fact
actually.
here is that the Queen doesn't even need a license to drive. Any ideas why? Oh,
Majesty.
it's simple. Because all the driver's licenses in the UK are issued in the Queen's name. So it's really unnecessary for Her Majesty to have a license, or even a passport. Yep, the Queen doesn't have one because she herself is a living passport. An even more impressive fact about Her Majesty is that she can still ride a horse. Just a couple of months ago, the monarch was spotted on a ride at Windsor Castle.
I can't even ride a horse.
What else can you do in isolation, right? Her Majesty's love of horses goes way back to her childhood. And there's only one animal that the Queen loves more. Number 8. Her Majesty's Corgi Army.
Wait a minute. Before we get into her Corgi Army, is her license, I said it's her license, is her name on your license in the UK? Like, is her name stamped on everybody's license in the UK? I feel like that was a stupid question, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe, because, I mean, it did say that all the licenses are basically in her name. She's a walking ticket. What I'm hearing is that I need to be next to Queen Elizabeth so I could get to where I gotta go. Let's get right into her corgi army. Walking ticket, man. But where she learned how to drive, though?
Everyone knows that the monarch adores corgis. But do you know how many dogs she's owned? 5?
25.
10? 20? Nope, nope, and nope. How about more than 30?
Oh, I was close!
During her long and intense reign, the Queen has taken care of dozens of the adorable dogs. According to Vanity Fair, the Queen got her first ever corgi at the age of 7, and since then, she fell in love with the species.
But the fact that I guessed 25 and you said 30 is kind of crazy, though. I'm kind of sitting here. I was being, foolish, trying to be a clown and be all funny. But my answer was close. My answer
Queen
was
walks
close.
her army every day. She takes them everywhere with her, even on flights.
Oh,
she
that's
also
crazy.
organized a special royal diet for them with their personal chef. She's bought them tons of individual Christmas stockings with treats to pamper them with, and no one is allowed to forbid the dogs from doing anything.
Personal
Exactly.
chef?
Anything. As the author Brian Hoey, who visited the palace, wrote in his book, Not in Front of the Corgis, the dogs were not fully house-trained. So a supply of soda water and blotting paper is kept at hand just in case of any little accidents. The royal family, the royal rules for the dogs.
You got 30 dogs and they're not trained? Oh, man. She has a lot of patience. I tell you that. Ooh, she has a lot of patience.
Number 7, the first monarch to send
And
an
a
email.
private chef is crazy.
Well, that's a pretty
Eat better than
badass
me.
achievement. The Queen sent her very first email back in 1976. Isn't that mind-blowing? Most people didn't even know the internet existed back in those days, while Her Majesty operated it from an army base. If this doesn't impress you, what about this next fact? Even before sending her first email, the Queen sent a message to the moon. It was a message of goodwill during the Apollo 11 landing. The astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took a silicon disc to the moon that contained messages from various world leaders. The Telegraph recalls the 2 sentences that the monarch wrote. On behalf of the British people, I salute the skill and courage which have brought men to the moon. May this endeavor increase the knowledge and well-being of mankind.
Y'all let me know in the comments down below right now, please. Y'all think we went to the moon?
Will the Queen send her message to Mars in the near future? We'll see. Number 6, the photobombed selfie. Riding cars
Oh,
and
she
horses
lit.
and
She
sending a message to
photobombing?
the moon is indeed impressive. But do you know what can be even more badass?
She's
Being
lit, bro.
modern and ready to photobomb random selfies. During the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, the Queen didn't hesitate to surprise 2 members of the Australian women's hockey team. Her Majesty noticed them taking a selfie, and she just got in the shot. 'Cause why not? The Queen photobombed our selfie, hockey player Jade Taylor wrote on Twitter.
Oh, she's
Personally, to me, this
lit.
photo is both cool and creepy at the same time, because it gives you the feeling that Her Majesty is always watching you.
She is always watching. Oh, she is. It's definitely cool to know that she has a personality on her hands, though, man. She's joking about her age. She's photobombing people. She's riding horses. She still can drive you to school. Oh, she can drive you to school. This is crazy. This is the most talented 94-year-old woman.
Am I the only one here? Number 5, Her Majesty's daily alcohol intake.
This has
A
to be a
couple of
lie.
years ago, there was a weird accidental rumor spread by the Business Insider and Independent. Listen, it's hilarious. According to these sources, Her Majesty starts her day with a gin cocktail. During lunch, she continues with wine, and she ends the day with a dry martini and a glass of champagne, which makes 4 cocktails in total every day. Despite the fact that the Queen indeed enjoys a drink, her routine was super exaggerated. This is what the former royal chef Darren McGrady tried to clarify in his later interview to CNN. She'd be pickled if she drank that much. All I said was that she likes a gin and Dubonnet. That's her favourite drink. The chef blamed the misunderstanding on his accent and a very bad phone connection.
Oh, no, chef.
Can we trust this man?
I'm saying the same thing. I'm glad she could read what I could read. I don't know. Maybe they got something, but they got something going on behind that we don't know about. That's why he giving her four a day. Come on now, it's all right, man. If I was the queen too, and I had that many things on my hand to deal with on a daily basis, I might need more than 4 cocktails.
Or does Her
She need
Majesty
her buzz,
indeed have
man.
a Churchill-style habit of drinking? You decide. Number 4,
Why y'all putting her
James
business out
Bond
like that,
cameo.
man?
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Your Majesty.
Especially for the London Olympic ceremony, Her Majesty agreed to film a hilarious sketch with Daniel Craig as James Bond, and with her corgis, of course. In this sketch, the Queen and Bond are in a helicopter flying over the London Arena and jump with a parachute straight into the stadium.
Oh. Could you only imagine?
Add James Bond's epic theme song to this and you get the perfect badass arrival at the London Arena. Of course, the Queen didn't really jump, but I kind of have a feeling that she could have actually done that jump.
Oh yeah.
Number 4, she
100%.
knows how to shoot a gun.
Ooh.
Seriously, check out this photo. It was taken during a royal visit to Surrey's National Shooting Centre, when Her Majesty couldn't resist and fired this massive battle rifle. I know what you're thinking, it was all for show. Just take a look at this officer's face. He's smiling like he doesn't
Look at
believe
that,
the Queen can
she's
actually
really-
shoot a gun. But the truth is, Her Majesty learned to handle firearms way back in her childhood. It's been said in the Channel 4 documentary that Winston Churchill sent King George VI his Tommy gun as a gift. Young Elizabeth was only 14 at the time, but she was so excited about the Tommy gun that she asked her father if she could practice shooting, and he totally approved. So next time you're doubting Her Majesty's temper, think twice.
I like your pops, Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth, excuse me. I like your pops. Sounds like a real genuine man. That's what I'm talking about.
I wonder if she needs permission to carry a gun, or does
Tommy
it
gun,
work
though?
the same as with a passport and driver's license? Or maybe the gun in the Queen's hands is permission itself. Number 2, alone against an intruder. Imagine the Queen sleeping peacefully in her gorgeous chamber in Buckingham Palace, when all of a sudden a strange man walks into her room. His hand was bleeding and his look was far from decent. This was the real tense situation that took place in 1982, and luckily Queen Elizabeth was bold enough to deal with it all by herself. Well, at least for 10 minutes. The Queen quickly realized that it would take some time before anyone would come to the chamber and help her, so she started to chat with the intruder in order to play for some time.
Right, distract
They
him.
talked about multiple things, about the intruder's family life, his 4 kids, his personal problems, and stuff like that. Finally, help arrived and the man was arrested. Soon after, it became clear that he'd broken into the palace twice. The
Twice?
first time, he secretly drank from Prince Charles's white wine bottle and left the palace unseen. It was confirmed that the intruder had a mental disorder, and he was placed in a psychiatric hospital.
Even worse, security is fired. Security is fired. Go home. Go home. Don't come back. Don't come back. You're fired. Not once, but twice he came in here, and you ain't even catch him the first time. And he took a sip of some... he took a sip of some gin. Like, come on, man. This is crazy. How you let him get in there twice?
Now, this next point is so badass, it just had to make
And he
number
had
1 on our
mental
list.
problems.
Served in World War II.
What?
Did you know this fact? At the age of
I did
18,
not.
the Queen, or should I rather say the then Princess, joined the Women's Auxiliary Territorial Service. Yes, young Elizabeth served as an ambulance driver and a mechanic in World War II.
What?
And that's where she learned how to drive so well.
That's where
Another
she
interesting
learned-
thing is that her father, who was the king of
Okay, this is crazy. I didn't know she was in World War II. I didn't know she took part in World War II. Salute to her, man. She has her stripes. This is crazy. There's probably some men around that time who didn't even want to join the service. They was probably too scared to join. But no. She was begging. She was begging to go. That is crazy. Salute to her. I give her props.
the United Kingdom at the time, was strictly against his heir joining the armed forces. But after months of Elizabeth's begging, the king couldn't resist, because she wanted to help her people and her country even when she was a teen. This fact makes Queen Elizabeth the only female member of the royal family to have served in the armed forces. and the only
Wow.
living head of state who served in World War II. If you're still not surprised about how incredible Her Majesty is, we have more for you.
Wow.
Check out our other videos about the Queen and the royal family. Thanks for watching and stay awesome.
She has to be the most talented 94-year-old I have ever knew. I can't name any more, honestly. Wow. She definitely has earned her respect in this world as a whole, because I know here in the U.S. people bash her because they don't know too much about her. They don't do no research. All they know is she's another world leader and she's not our world leader. That's the ignorance here in this country that I live in. It's what I gotta deal with, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys thought about this video. And are you guys enjoying the new quality of this camera? Because I'm loving it, man. I am loving it. Until further notice, I'll see you guys in my next video. Original Twitch link and Discord link will be in the description down below, along with my second channel, Strack Reacts Live. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next one.